There we are.
Hey!
Whoa. All right. Thank you so much for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. We have been working tirelessly just to get everything up and running with, as you can see, the brand new, shiny, beautiful overlay a la Prim. Everybody say thank you.
Oh, thanks, everyone.
Thanks. Looks great.
But we are here once again. Beautiful overlay. OBS won't work. Notepad won't work. My mouth is failing. It's going to be an interesting night. So, welcome back, everybody. Goodness, we're only 20 minutes late. It's not too terrible, but I think we're good. I think we're good from here.
It's only a minor natural disaster.
Just a minor natural disaster, and this is the world of Cairne, where disasters are Tuesday.
Just
Sometimes
a normal
Wednesday,
Tuesday.
occasionally Thursday.
Yes, exactly. So, just to jump right in, would anyone feeling up for a recap?
We had some excitement. I could take a shot at it if you like.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so in our last session, we began still not trapped, but within the manor. The deeply haunted manor. Az had used his powerful artist powers to bust Uki and I out of the gun room with the Banshee-style Spectre of Ash. Which is nice. It seemed like a lot of people had died in that room for not being able to leave. We poked around a little bit. We discovered a little bit about the former owner of the home. He had been a smith and a craftsman of fine weaponry. But on further examination, we weren't really vibing with the place. Unfortunately, roundabouts this time, Az wanders off. Why did you do that, Az?
I heard some spooky voices that called to me and made me remember a long past duty.
Yes.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Night shit.
The rest of the party goes tracking off after Az. We are led down into a crevasse. We follow several branching paths through what, according to nearby spirits, was probably the lair of some awful beast. We make our way. We do manage to locate Az. He has been wounded quite badly across the front. We extract him. We do not run afoul of the beast. We get back to the manor. And everything seems fine. Az has been a little peckish ever since. I'm sure that's nothing to worry about.
Yeah, it's fine.
Just fine. Normal stuff. You get, clawed all the way across your front. The first thing you're going to think about is, man, I'm hungry.
We've all been there.
Perfectly normal.
You need to intake some calories to do the cellular rebuilding stuff, right? Yeah, that's how biological repair mechanisms work, I think, right?
Wilhelm
But
approves.
usually, these are sated by rations. Usually.
Healing requires protein.
Sure.
He just has a hunger for lots of meat.
Lots of protein. He needs that protein. While Az is recovering, while he is being treated by Wilhelm, we elect to hang around the manor. In fact, I believe we try to bed down for the night here, which goes wrong pretty much instantly. The more actively malevolent spirit of the former owner starts locking some rooms off and appears to cause significant problems. So, at the time, listener is trapped in a bedroom again. So the rest of the party is left to deal with it, and Genesis says, spiritualist stuff, I don't think that's necessary. I'm just going to banish you. Get out of here. Go. I know it's your house. Get out. Has a beautiful idea, throws a beautiful roll, actively banishes, maybe temporarily, who knows, the spirit. The doors come undone. We all congregate. We have a moving interlude where Genesis talks listener out of attempting to extract the very haunted gun. We take a moment to contemplate the relative values of knowledge and safety. And then as soon as we walk outside, we're ambushed by another greater power of Cairne. I think that catches us up.
Or at least the greater power's right-hand woman, Phaedra Cadence.
Phaedra Cadence, yes indeed. Personal favorite of mine, true story. And I believe that is about where we left off. I believe she...
I sent it to my girls black
Don't we have some lovely people to talk about first, though?
I was just hearing that female voice come out of Wilhelm's picture. It was hilarious.
I think some dear financial friends of ours deserve a mention.
Yes, of course. Of course, we do not want to forget our lovely sponsors for the evening. So, without further ado, let's start with Found Familiar Coffee. That's right. The caffeinated treat that even a Nat 20 can't beat. Found Familiar Coffee. Be sure to type in code Featherfall at checkout for a smooth 10% off your purchase. By the way, I am available for hire if you guys need a spokesperson. Follow that up with Skull Splitter Dice. What can I say? Skull Splitter Dice, the metallic dice that you can beat your friends and family with in a friendly, kind, and loving way. Because it is the best dice out there. The balanced dice we all love and choose and play with regularly if we were at a table. Otherwise, we're just obsessive collectors of the clackety-clacked math rocks. And this is the best place to get them. So be sure to use, once again, code Featherfall at checkout for an additional smooth 10% off your purchase.
You can take our word for it. We are all unrepentant dice goblins.
Yes. Yes, I have actually eaten 5 or 6 of the Skull Splitter dice. They actually go down very smooth. No problems digesting them. They came right back out.
Oh my god.
They're metallic. You're good.
They also make great Christmas presents, and no one asks where they've been before they were in the box. It's nice.
Oh my god.
Also, both of these items are beloved sponsors, and of course anything else you can think of. Just to point out, my birthday is in a couple days. Just throwing that out there.
Whoop whoop.
You can contact me for a mailing address through Discord. But without much further ado, when we last left our intrepid friends, we were meeting this young lady, Phaedra Cadence. I believe she had called out as, by name,
title and history.
Yes.
I'm sorry, how'd that go again?
Oh, you want me to say it again?
I don't know. I think we're gonna have to pick back up. What?
As
He wants the lead in.
Grand Master of Spring, the shield of our mother, Lord of War. The full name.
Well, people don't really use it these days. It's kind of fallen out of favor. Well, an apocalypse happened. I'm surprised people still remember it.
She did.
She did, apparently. Who dis?
Did you say that?
No.
Who dat? Who
Did
dare?
you say this? Roll for initiative.
It's a dead man's party. Who could ask for more? All right.
Oh, we're gonna die.
So yeah, she doesn't make any threatening gestures or movements. Her weapon is still sheathed. She stands a slight distance away, arms crossed, eyes just kind of glowing with this unnatural kind of eeriness, watching for your response.
I don't know who this is. I'll call out to her. Say, excuse me. My traveling companions here, the scholar, the historian, and the archivist here tell me that my deeds and legends were not recorded in their texts and histories. How is it then that you have come to know this name, child?
She grins slightly in a way that unnerves you slightly. It makes you uncomfortable. And she takes one step forward and says, "Child." No one's called me that in quite some time. But I'm not here for your past deeds. I'm here for your current ones. You have taken from somebody very powerful without asking. I've been sent to observe.
Can I scratch my head? I'm not sure what she's quite talking about.
Hey, Church.
Hmm.
Is she alive? Listener wants to know.
She is.
How's that spirit looking? Attached?
There is no visible spirit whatsoever.
Do living people usually have a slightly visible spirit to listener?
Yeah. Like you'd be able to tell the difference between living and dead. She's most certainly dead, but there is no attached spirit hovering there. She's like an empty vessel.
Hesitantly, listener reaches, like, generally in her direction. Is she another void, another blank, another psychic null point? Or is there somebody there, you know?
Are you reaching out mentally?
Yes. Just very hesitantly, but I am.
Right. Her eyes kind of snap to you, listener. And you see just this one eyebrow kind of twitch curiously.
I gingerly, like, if I usually knock on the door to get people's attention, this is just me, like, tapping with a single finger, and I raise a finger in real life also. Just trying to open the line.
She doesn't hinder you. The line's open.
Madam, I imagine you may have noticed, but your soul seems to have come unstuck at some point.
So she smirks at you. And for those of you who aren't in the conversation, you see her kind of focus in on listener with this kind of curious little smile playing at her lips. Listener, she responds, but the voice, the mental voice that comes through is a cacophony. of 1,000 voices ranging from, a whole multitude of genders and different states of despair and woe and pain and torment wailing out at you, all in one cacophonous, thunderous voice in your head. And all it says is, I know.
I will gingerly retract the connection, thinking to myself, this is another soul tree situation. We've just come off the back of a whole conversation about maybe it's better not to risk your life and the lives of your friends for knowledge.
That's fair.
Maybe.
That's fair.
Maybe this is the case.
So as you retract, she turns her attention back to you, Az.
Yeah, please forgive my ignorance. It would seem that my reputation precedes me. I regret we've not been introduced. Yours is a face I would remember.
So once again, that hollow voice kind of lingers. And you notice that when she speaks, her lips don't move. They just part, and the sound kind of just floats out as if it's coming from some far distant cold place. Every time she speaks, everybody just gets kind of chills. There's something in your lizard brain inside you that just says, like, run away. She says, you, in your ignorance, have been permitted a chance. What you are is curious, Azdruzhar. And my master is curious about you. Do you submit to my observations?
Have you come for a lesson, child?
As
Yes, little voice in my head now.
as she is a vessel for thousands of spirits, we cannot contend with such.
What have you children gotten up to?
The nature of death is changed as.
I take one little nap and now you got like what like people homunculi? You mortals are weird.
I do not wish to inquire further with her.
So no, I'd prefer that you leave.
You say that to her?
Uh-huh.
Okay. She very casually, very slowly begins to walk towards you. Once again, that smile kind of playing at the corner of her lips. You can tell that there's absolutely no emotion behind it, though. It's almost as if she's trying to do facial expressions for your benefit. She closes the distance until she gets within about 3 feet of you, unless you do something to stop her.
I don't think I'm doing anything to stop her.
As she gets within that range, as she gets within about 10 feet of all of you, the temperature drops in her presence significantly, enough to make you shiver. You can see your breath. And she kind of reaches out very slowly with one hand and places it on the wound on your chest.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Where I come from, we ask for consent before we touch people.
She... Are you stopping her?
I mean, I'm just objecting. I assume she's just putting her hand on my chest anyway.
She's not doing it in a threatening gesture.
I understand this. This is the only reason she still has an arm attached.
So as she does, you feel this kind of slight jolt of cold go through you. And her eyes flare up. They go from blue to green with this cold light that just bores into you. And suddenly you are just awash with this flood of images of your life, your past, rushes across your mind in a way that's like dazing. All of it from your early years, your childhood, your training, your time as a guard, your time in the Queen's Guard, your time leading up to your meeting with the Cylandaya, your time going further still where you were betrayed and locked in the wall, the years and years and years spent there, confined in the darkness, slowly gnawing at your mind, all your recent adventures and journeys through the Isle of Gwendaris, through the volcano and the King of Ash and Bone, all the way up on the Orti to this point in time. And then that most recent memory of you in the tunnel, in the darkness, unable to see. It's almost as if everything slows down and you see this horrible, twisted visage come into view, lurking in the shadows, almost as if you're outside of your body watching, and it's waiting for you in the darkness. And you can see yourself, unable to call out, unable to move as you move closer and closer to this fiend in the shadows with dripping maw and wicked talons as it reaches out and lashes you across the chest, licking its lips hungrily as it smiles and scampers off into the darkness. Suddenly things kind of come back down, and with a start to your nerves, you realize you're still standing in one place. And Phaedra slowly withdraws her hand, and that emotionless smile kind of plays at her lips once more, and her eyes go back to blue. She turns away from you, kind of looks at you over her shoulder, and says, I have a feeling we'll be seeing you sooner rather than later, Azdruzhar. Go well. Be safe. And she turns and begins to walk away.
I'm very confused, but she knows everything now.
So unless anyone calls out or stops her or anything, she moves off and kind of goes out of sight in the darkness.
There's no stopping that.
No. And Saoirse's a little too terrified to do anything right now. She's just kind of mildly shell-shocked.
Understandable. Entirely.
Speaking of what, I know, obviously I've got the school learning. Do I know who she is? Like,
Phaedra Cadence probably wouldn't ring any bells. She's not someone that would be in any academic texts.
I comment over to Genesis. My friend, I feel your advice arrived just in time.
Not a moment too soon, not a moment too late. Otherwise, we would have really not been good.
Were you able to sense any of what she was?
Not that I know of.
That was a hollow wherein thousands of souls were stored. Not a single one of them her own.
Yeah. Bullet dodged. Am I right? Jeez.
Yes. Yes, I think you are right. I feel we should move along from this place.
Agreed.
It has an ill fortune.
Fair enough. Are we moving away from Crackstone then?
Did we manage to get a long rest in before all this happened?
We did, yeah.
Oh.
Pretty sure.
And then the ghost thing happened, and then the Fader Cadence thing happened.
Who are you gonna call?
So we got the long rest, and then you guys went to check another room, and then the ghost, and he got locked in the room, so I made a wall in the door in the wall, which I presume summoned Fader Cadence, and then the ghost thing, and then the Fader Cadence thing, and then here we are now.
Let's get the hell out of Crackstone Manor.
Alright. I will swap us back to here. Boom. We'll give that a second to load up. The enormous map that it is.
The big boy.
Roll20's being a little slow tonight too. But it should be switching. I don't know if it's switched faster for you guys.
Oh yeah, it swapped pretty fast for me.
Okay, good. So yeah, you are once again kind of in control as far as direction goes. Keep in mind that it is large and dark and voluminous and cavernous.
'Tis big.
What direction would you
Big.
like to
I
go?
think we were attempting to get the easternmost passage.
For the record, we had come from like this way.
That's correct.
Yeah, we arrived here from the immediate southwest.
We've already been kind of over here.
This is Grundholm.
Okay, so then
This is the choke. You guys went back
Yeah.
the other way from the choke.
yeah, so then we could either go more this way then.
Yeah, that was the plan, I think, was to cross in this direction. We're trying to reach the far wall and then lead it north. Based on our conversation with Rog and Gog, we just decided that was the one of the three passages we cared to take.
All right.
So, straight east then?
Yeah, due east until we see new features.
Alright, so heading past Crackstone Manor and into the darkness beyond.
Yes.
And it is very dark and oppressive. Around the point you're at right now, you are in complete and open darkness. Every direction you look, you see nothing but darkness at the edge of your lights and at the edge of your vision. It is an overwhelming sensation.
I feel like somebody has enhanced navigation down here, but I don't know who.
I kind of enhanced dark vision a little bit, but
And you have Dungeon Delver.
I have Dungeon Delver. Unfortunately, that doesn't let me avoid getting lost. That will help me find traps on the way, and I am looking for traps at normal speed as we go.
Fair enough. Also,
You know,
good to know.
I will never forget the soul sand. You gotta be careful about this stuff.
I'm gonna get you guys with that one of these days.
But maintaining navigation, I think, might be difficult. Church, how would you like to rule this?
We'll go with the survival roll. How about that?
All right. Who wants to be up front? Wilhelm, I think you're pretty good at that.
Yeah, I'll be in front,
Okay.
making my rolls.
Go ahead. Let's get a nice juicy survival roll in there. DC
Alrighty.
79.
Well, I can't quite do that.
12. Okay. All right.
That was statistically unlikely.
Yeah.
Yes. with a +9, very much so.
All right. So yeah, you're on course. No, that's fine. You're still on course.
Oh, yeah, it's fine, fine. I'll just keep on moving this miniature. Ooh, I see shapes.
As you do, you're coming up on some walls.
Okay. What's it look like around here?
Once again, you're coming into what at one point would have been a large causeway. In fact, the stone under your feet is very well traveled. The stone around you was at one time lovingly carved with beautiful kind of Art Deco style dwarven structures, you know, statuary, columns, big arches along the walls, like decorative bas-relief arches. Most of that has just been broken at this point. Like, there's huge cracks that run along the wall. The statuary's fallen over. And as per most of the locations you've come through, bones everywhere still, just kind of scattered remains of people who fell where they fell, and just nothing could be done about it.
How are the spirits looking? Do the tides of battle flow to and fro?
In this location, you're actually seeing a lot of people running spiritually towards you.
Oh.
From the direction you're going.
I comment to the party. These people seem to have fallen while fleeing something on ahead, though it may have been a very long time ago.
Then we're headed in the right direction.
If you'll give me a moment, let me help my eyes a little. And I would like to use one of my herbs to give myself dark.
All right. Okay,
And staying.
I'm going with green side.
All right. All right. So the green sight for Belethir. Wilhelm smokes some herbs and gains some insight.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot is opening up right now. I will say with green sight, you'll see some various fumes kind of clinging to the ground. Nothing thick, nothing that strikes any like danger sense or anything going off.
I would like to continue forward then.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
The good old dwarven causeway of the dead. It leads to hell, you know.
So I've heard.
Ooh.
Ooh.
A splitting of the way.
There we go. Yes. There does appear to be a large fork in the road. The way to the north, surprisingly, is fairly barren of debris. It looks like not a lot has come this way, either coming or going. The spirit flow that you're seeing, listener, is coming from the east, the lower passage. To the north, like I said, just not a lot. In fact, the destruction seems to be lesser that way.
Interesting.
Maybe we should start heading north from here. Maybe this is the way to our entrance to the domes.
Recall, there were 3 passages. This may well be the one in the center.
Do you see anything with
Well, it is very quiet north. The spirits, they flow from the east. Is it mostly dwarves, Church?
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's mostly dwarves.
Yeah. I will let you know if for some reason that changes.
Okay. I say, perhaps there was another dwarven settlement east from here? I am unfamiliar with the layout of their lands. But if we seek what may have once been further civilization than east, I am not opposed to either choice, though of course the dead are always more interesting than an empty field to me.
Well, where there was civilization means there was a way through. Civilization didn't tend to build around a dead end.
People have been running from the dome. Or would the dome have not had anyone near it in case if something happened?
This is a good question. Whomst among us is actually familiar with the history of the domes of the Shining Eyes?
It's a long history, but one that was secular knowledge may not have known too much about. Yeah, I mean, you know kind of where roughly they are, Belethir. As far as on you could kind of put your finger on a globe and say, yeah, they were in this area.
Yeah.
You know that they were mining facilities on the bottom of the ocean. You know that they predate most human cultures as far as civilized cultures. They're older than the Bechtlerite Empire. But as far as what your eyes are asking specifically, if people would have been running from them, if anyone survived the initial impact of the blight and were still there, yeah, they would have run. But that's pretty much everywhere.
Yeah, that's fair. I will wait to hear what Belethir chooses to say about this before I comment.
He's not commenting anything.
Playing those cards close to the chest.
What? Listener, you said you see people, right?
Yes, they flow along. Yep. Church, does the road continue east and the north not be a road, or are they both roads?
They're both causeways.
Okay. I'll say, along this section of the causeway here.
What do they look like? Do they look... Their clothing in particular. Perhaps we can try to figure out how long ago they were from? If they're more modern or if they're more... period?
The concept of clothing is challenging enough. We're now getting to the idea of clothing having styles that change. Church?
Yeah.
What am I looking at here?
Are you trying to determine the age of their clothing style, or?
No, I'm trying to get an accurate description of it to pass to Wilhelm. No force on earth would permit listener to figure out how old somebody's clothes are. But he can pass an image along pretty well.
So, I'll say that you're seeing a lot of thick, sturdy clothing, a lot of dirty faces, and like big hands, like big gloves. Sorry, they all have big hands, and many of them are carrying tools, pickaxes, shovels. That type of thing.
I convey this image to Wilhelm, saying, they seem to be laborers, but beyond this, I really can't say. But you get the accurate mental image of what they're wearing and doing.
That sounds like miners, like an active. Perhaps following the path will lead us back to where they were working.
Listener does the mental equivalent of a shrug. His leaves rustle.
I turn to the group. For those who haven't been listeners, said they saw bodies coming out of this one, looked to be dressed and carrying mining tools. They look to be miners, so this path might lead us to the dome where they were working.
Were the domes mined in the past?
Nobody gonna answer poor Saoirse.
Correct me, I apologize, but I thought that was that specific to only him knowing? If so, then I apologize.
No, as far as that they were used for mines, that you would know. That they were used as mining facilities.
Yes, that was, I believe, what they were used for at that point.
Well, maybe it would be in our best interest to follow the spirits then and continue to head east. Maybe in a second their trail will turn north.
Very well.
So east you go. So as you travel, the causeway becomes more cracked and broken, as if there was some sort of upheaval in the location. And you carry on through it, and eventually...
Ooh, I see a place.
You do. Eventually, your lights begin to light up upon buildings. And I have... a visual. These buildings are not abandoned. In fact, as you approach, several Favinian guards in full armor, carrying halberds, rush out, weapons at the ready, and they form a line, preparing to defend borders against you. They immediately call out and tell you to halt in your tracks in their native long tongue, which Uki would recognize.
Yes.
Belethir will drop green sight instantly.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop. I don't know what they're saying. Fairly certain this doesn't seem good.
I hate to put words into Uki's mouth, but it seems as if we need to put some words into Uki's mouth.
I mean, Belethir speaks Favinian.
Oh, do
Take
you?
a shot.
Yeah, you would recognize what they're saying, though. They're telling you to stop and state your business.
I will relay this information to the listener.
We are simply travelers.
What would you like me to say?
Uki has our writ of passage, I suppose. We travel northward.
Hello?
Could you hear me? I was talking.
Yeah, I hear you.
I mean, could Simon hear me?
Oh,
Yeah, that explains it.
Rip.
can you hear us now?
Bing bong.
Can you hear us? Uh-oh.
No, Discord doing Discord things.
You
Hello.
really hate to see it. Hello.
I hear you.
Hello. I'm back.
Okay.
Hey!
Good,
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 We could hear you, but you couldn't hear us.
I couldn't hear anything. It was like nothing. I was like, hello?
Oof.
No. So what listener responded was, we travel north. I believe Uki has our writ of passage for these lands.
I'll forward that information inconvenient to the dwarves and point out Uki with the writ of passage. We have a writ of passage.
Alright.
We are heading north.
So, their shield wall parts, and a big, important-looking dwarf kind of strides through, and the shield walls clash behind him. Those halberds go back down to the ready position, and as he walks towards you, they fall into, like, perfect step behind him, just like they're marching, until they get up towards you. Those halberds are just aimed at each of you. And you can see, like, these fierce veterans' eyes behind each one of those shields as this commander walks up and holds his hand out to you for the writ.
Uki would have to be the one to give that, so.
Yeah, I don't think she would be opposed.
No.
So yeah, the writ is handed over. He looks it over. Kind of looks back up at you. And snarls. Looks back at his men. He says, "At ease, tourists." He hands it back. Says, "What are you doing here? No business here. Argent cachet is not for you."
I'll keep doing the whole translation thing.
Yes. It is best if you speak to them, Belethir. They tend to get nervous when I try.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I'll just pass on whatever words you want me to say to them.
tell them we're headed to the domes of the Shining Eyes as a part of the Somnambulist prophecy.
Honest to a fault.
That's Saoirse.
That makes sense.
They might even be able to help.
You tell
We're
him? No, sorry.
we're like heading to the domes of the Shining Eyes on the whole somnambulist prophecy. So they tell me.
The dwarf kind of steps up. He looks up at you. Even though you're looking down at him, it's still kind of imposing because he's just got this presence to him. He says, You're not going to find those here. This is Argent Cachet. Nothing to do with the domes. The domes are lost. Lost cause. Much like you. You and your shadows. You all smell like sunlight.
I should hope so. I carry some with me.
Ah.
He can't hear this, of course.
Yeah. I spit on your sunshine. Tuh, tuh.
Would they be terribly upset if we passed to the north?
Are you asking?
I'm asking Belethir.
Oh, okay.
Well, we might be a lost cause, but we're gonna go get lost at the domes of the Shining Eyes. So if you'll allow us to pass.
I don't expect your kind to know this. But have you ever climbed a rock wall?
I've done a lot of things.
As a secret arcanist, probably.
What happens when you are climbing the rock wall and you kick a large pebble out from underneath a pile of rocks?
Well, one would hope I wouldn't do that.
What would happen?
Well, I suppose it could create a rockfall.
A rockfall, yes, a landslide. A gargantuan tumbling down of many small stones that bury anything at the base of the mountain. This is what you are doing by sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. You have no business at the domes. They are not for you. Underhome is not for the likes of you. And Belethir, you get the sense that he might be a little prejudiced against you.
No.
You
Well,
don't say.
well, I'll look at him straight in the eyes. Like, well, you know, the rite of passage says otherwise, doesn't it?
There's nothing north for you here. It's just a mine. The Roshnora is not for you. There's nothing there that will lead you to the domes. If you go into that mine, you will not come out because you are a fool. You do not understand the ways of stone.
Well, if we don't come out, surely that would make you more happy.
No, then I'm going to get ordered to go find your stinking corpse, which will probably get back up again, and attack my men. Now go,
And then
back the way you came.
You'd get all the pleasure of killing us all over again then, wouldn't you?
I don't like you. Does not mean I want to kill you. Go, back the way you came. There's nothing for you here.
Well, he doesn't seem to want us to let us pass.
He does seem very insistent about it. And he has so many friends.
Let's just turn around
Don't
and
say-
take the
don't say-
north path.
Don't tell them that out loud, but yes, let's do exactly that.
Saoirse's just saying that under her breath to the rest of the group.
Alright, we'll bail.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm not
alright.
fighting my way past heavily armored Forvenians. Have you seen this party's combat strength?
Thanks, guys. We'll be on our way. We'll just go back over this way. See you later. Bye.
Yeah, they don't stop you at all. They go back about their business. So you begin to trek upward,
We take the northern branch.
the northern causeway.
Listener somewhat sad. There were so many spirits.
Okay. Yeah, you begin your trek up the northern causeway. Once again, the damage is minimal, and it actually looks like it becomes less and less as you traverse the distance.
How nice. I'm sure that won't be concerning soon.
In fact, a lot of the carvings along the walls that you can see, your lights kind of glint off the shapes and figures that are carved into the rock. A lot of it looks not only undamaged, but newer, even.
Ruh-roh raggy.
Why would it be in such fine condition here if there are actually dwarves living over there? This to the party at large.
So right about here,
Mm.
as you get into this location, right about here, you see beautifully carved stone steps come up out of the rock surface and lead into a columned long hall that goes directly into the rock, opening up into what appears to be a large gallery inside. It is completely devoid of movement and sound. You don't hear anything moving around or anything. It's well cared for. There's no debris or damage or anything anywhere.
That's neat. I like this place. This is pretty. Those dwarves really knew how to build stuff.
Yes, it seems quite nice. Are there any spirits, Church?
A few.
Oh.
Nothing that stands out. I mean, there's been a few along the path here and there. Nothing that stands out as any different from any of the other multitudes that you've seen, though.
Did they die in combat? Did they die while fleeing?
A mixture.
Okay. A handful have died here, but not what I would call a concerning amount. I imagine we walk towards it.
All right. Are you going up the stairs?
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep walking if they're still following me.
Yep.
All right.
Doesn't seem right, but
So it
I have a
opens
better
up.
answer.
It opens up into an old gallery that has been lovingly preserved internally. Now, once you actually get in and your lights illuminate the walls and whatnot, you can see that the internal structure is much older than the external one, as if it were built around something that pre-existed to house it. There's a lot of statuary inside, as you can see from the image. A lot of carvings, but there is actually some debris and damage internally. But it looks like it happened and was left to lie, almost intentionally.
I see what you named it there. Church, I see you.
Salle de Paradis.
Yes, I see you. But listener does not, so he will proceed unawares.
Okay. So you go inside?
Who could possibly resist?
Okay.
Yes.
So you go inside. Once again, like I said, a lot of statuary, a lot of columns, a lot of bas-relief carvings along the walls. None of you have any masonry skills, I think, except for Uki, do you?
Uki's the only one. Pretty sure.
I kind of have something.
What's that?
Bear with me. Just looking through my thing.
All I've got is good history checks, really.
I've got archaeologist as my background.
Oh, nice.
Okay. You know what? Give me a survival roll. We'll let you do that.
Not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the first thing you notice, Belethir, as you come in, is that this isn't an old structure, as it appeared initially. This is actually a new construction that was just never finished, and left unfinished for a substantial amount of time. Based upon your archaeological knowledge, this is either a tomb or a memorial. You can't really be sure which.
Hmm. Well, just going on, historical evidence. Tombs tended to have, what's the word? Treasures, is the word I'm thinking of. Let's have a good look around. I think we should definitely give this a good search.
What you call it, a tomb?
Or monument.
Both of those are places that you should not steal from.
And also, we're looking for a fortress that is the entrance to the domes.
Might be information here that could have that.
There could be a passage beyond.
Indeed. Some tombs did have hidden doorways and things like that.
Saoirse looks uncertain.
So tell me what you're going to do to search.
Let's do a whole investigation around the big old face statue thing and then the columns further on.
Okay. Anybody else? Joining?
I'll poke around looking for spirits, examining things with my own particular senses.
I'm gonna look too.
Keeping an eye out for traps.
I will say, historical knowledge. Nice. I will say, listener, as you start really studying the spiritual activity within the room, you notice a lot of it is laborers who appear to have been working on the construction of this place, based upon their locations. Strangely, those locations tend to result in a kind of replay. You know what I'm talking about? How a lot of spirits will do that.
Yeah.
A replay of them working and then suddenly going bolt upright and looking behind them, screaming in terror, and then dying.
Ah. I will take a moment to comment to the party at large. Those that have died within seem to have been snuck up upon and very much surprised while at their labors. Perhaps keep a close eye on our backs as we go.
Well, in that case, I guess I will. I don't want to do ghost sight because that's not always helpful. But I'll recast ghost sight, green sight. So.
Okay. You recast green sight?
Yep.
Okay. You begin to dig around?
And then I'll begin to dig around. Let's have a good search.
Alright. And Wilhelm, you were saying something too. What were you doing? Wilhelm. Wilhelm.
Sorry, stepped away from my mic.
That's alright.
Oh, it's okay.
What were you doing?
A little more. I would also like to investigate, starting with the farthest wall from where we enter.
Alright. Give me investigation rolls for both of you. 22, solid. 17, solid. Alright. So you guys begin to kind of start digging around and searching and, you know, looking under things, following creases in the walls, whatever. Listener is kind of monitoring the spiritual activity and monitoring behind you. As Genesis and Saoirse, what are you guys up to while they're digging around in this place?
I've taken out my phosphor stone, and I'm admiring the stonework and in reverence and kind of the just out of respect for whomsoever these I don't know, these honor, I guess.
Okay. Fair.
And I swear to Shah, if any of you take anything, I'll take your hand off.
Yeah, Saoirse is just keeping close and just sort of nervously keeping an eye on things after listeners' warning. So, yeah.
Okay.
I will turn this quest around.
Made me pull this
Listen
party over.
nervously to Genesis. Would taking a spirit with me count as taking something?
Yes?
I thought of it more as giving them a vacation. It's so much work being dead.
If you can convince ads of that, I'm not gonna be.
Consider my argument.
Okay. Alright. There's that. Alright. On.
Congratulations, you're now the ethics consultant.
Can I take blank with me? Does that count as taking?
As it followed me home, can I keep it?
Oh, whoops.
It is a dwarf that's been dead for 150 years.
I just so happened to attract a grumpy Frenchman. I guess he's stuck with us now. Oh no.
Just look at him. He's so delightfully insulting.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
They haven't been the most friendly people so far, have they?
No, not at all.
They have been down here for a while.
Yeah. Forvenians are probably friendlier if you meet them not at home.
Yes. Listener understands perfectly. If he was stuck down here, he wouldn't just be grumpy, he'd be dead.
All right. So, excluding Wilhelm and Belethir, give me perception checks. Their attention is focused elsewhere.
Very well.
Nice.
These are all good.
Perception. Nope.
So, okay. So, yeah, Wilhelm as Saoirse, listener. All of you, as they're digging around, you notice from the stairs where you came in, these thin, wispy, black tendrils begin to kind of raise up over the stairs and creep along the edge towards the entrance from about 5 different locations.
Saoirse's going to tense up, point at the tendrils, and say, everyone? We should probably go.
The tendrils are blocking our way out.
It looks that way.
Oh,
That's not good.
that's not great at all.
Nope.
I was hoping they'd catch you
How
unaware.
quickly are they moving?
Pretty quickly. They're coalescing quickly at the entrance.
It may be best for us to form into battle order, friends. I do not know what it is, except that it does kill quickly.
I knew this was a bad idea.
And as we reach that point, I will switch to generic battle map number 256.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Somebody having some problems there.
Simon is trying. Simon, speak to us, my friend.
Is Discord doing Discord things?
Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Rip.
That is unfortunate.
So, we'll put these into kind of a perspective order here.
I missed a lot of stuff then, but I'm back.
Hey, now we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Good. Welcome.
Thank you.
So I will let you guys kind of arrange yourselves. We'll say this is kind of the entrance. They're on the stairs as they begin to raise up, and you realize that these are 5 Blightborn rising up out of the gloom beyond the stairs. And I think we should probably, let me make sure this is clear, roll initiative. Make sure you click your tokens first, please.
Ugh.
Wait, did those just... Oh, they did. That's aggravating because I was on the Dross map. I'm gonna just re-roll these if you guys don't mind. I had some high numbers in there anyway.
Do as you must.
I thought I had a thing where I could add my intelligence to my initiative, but I don't see it anymore. Must be a different character.
Isn't that the other character?
Yeah, that's the other one, probably.
Maybe this one does it too. Does this one do it too?
That does sound very
No.
chronomancery.
Well,
It
this,
does.
yeah, this is not a chronomancer though. This is the mental.
Mentalist.
Yeah, this is the mentalist character, so obviously they wouldn't have that. But they do have lucky though, which is great because I need that.
Okay. Yeah, what did one of you guys roll for Uki?
Well, I guess.
The way my dice are working, not today.
Well, she's on there with a 20, so that looks good.
Nice.
Have a 3.
We'll leave it. All right, so shall we then?
Suppose we shall.
As you look up at the sound of your companion's concern and see 5 inky, black, shadowy forms coalesce at the top of the stairs.
Ew. What's that?
A sudden death?
Is that a threat?
They are.
Are you threatening me?
Is it threats? Is this threatening me?
You're approaching me, energy. This is fine.
Shoot. Okay.
This is happening. Yep.
Block off the doorway.
It's pretty wide open. It's not really a doorway. It's just kind of
Oh, there's
open
not really-
arches.
Open kind of area. That's. All
Yeah.
right. Well.
Here, I'll do this. We'll say that there's a pillar here, pillar here, pillar here, pillar here. There, it's just open air with a roof.
Oh. Okay. Well, I suppose I'll just spend round 1 summoning up my armor and weapons.
All right. Are you using your artistry abilities?
I am definitely gonna. Who did I steal from today?
Is that the same as last time?
No, I made a new button because now it's a thing. Who did I steal from today?
Who did I steal from today? Let me pull up my list. That's awesome.
No, I think you rolled a 5 last time is what I'm saying.
Oh, I didn't pay attention. Because that takes the magic out of it.
Okay, so
No, it was a 4.
you feel this rush of kind of cool energy come around you, and almost as if it comes out of the stone itself, this seething fury of black water wraps around you and forms a weapon in your hand and just seems to hang right in front of your flesh, just above it, you knowing that to touch this water is toxic and possibly fatal.
Oh, this will be fun. Come at me then, blight beast.
Well, is that it for you?
Yep.
All right. That brings us to Genesis. You are up.
Oh God. Okay. So there's things that are launching themselves at us imminently, right? Like these are they attacking us? Are we just fleeing the scene because they're like scaring us, or
They will attack you if you stay. Yes.
And they do appear to have us trapped inside right now.
This is also accurate.
it's the brambles that are blocking us, right? So we could attack the brambles and get out of it, or we could attack them and try to fight to take our time with the brambles.
The void wispy brambles coalesced into these creatures.
Yeah, that was
Ooh.
them creeping along the ground, trying to sneak up on you.
So the target is one and the same. Nice. Okay. I forgot I had a button for this. Okay.
And keep in mind, with us shifting to the new systems, if you want to get creative with your abilities, now's the time.
Hmm.
You don't have to, what I mean is you don't have to adhere to the list if you don't want to. You still can, it's fine. If you want to get creative, feel free.
So I'm guessing since they're brambles, they're pretty dry, right?
Brambles? These are Blightborn.
These are black.
Okay. Okay, so they're like full-on beings that are like zombie, like.
They are beings of pure void energy, entropy made into a coalesced form.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
I could hold a turn while I try to figure out what to do with them because
That's your call. You're more than welcome.
I just get the unsettled vibe from my character right now. Like, okay, so that first they're like scenery, and then they're like vines on the floor, and now they're just like beings.
Yes.
Yeah, and last, I mean, blight beings, like those jellyfish that floated down out of the sky, are inherently just...
The void wisps.
No.
They're
Ew.
really bad.
Terrible. So we have to have a method of approach that does not require me to get, like, super close to deal with them, which would be really nice because I don't want to have to touch them. You know, those are the vibes that we're giving right now. So it's giving caution, it's giving careful. So that's what I'm gonna wait and probably do some sort of mental attack if something comes rushing at me in the interim.
All right, I gotta refresh my roll 20s being buggy here. Okay. Oh, good. It didn't blank everything out on me. All right. There we go. All right. Hopefully this will just show you guys a picture. There you go. Did that come through?
Yes.
We got some text as well.
Yeah, is it just the appearance and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Okay.
Interesting.
So now, here we are. You're gonna hold your turn.
The fuck is that? I mean, it's awesome fucking artwork. It looks fucking great. But holy shit, what did you kids get up to while I was in the wall?
It's really bad out here now, actually.
Like, yeah, okay, some body modification, yeah, that's cool. The self-expression, you guys are taking it to a whole new level. This is just, like, too far.
It could be worse.
Right? Humans are just, you've gone too far.
Is anyone want to have a crack at controlling Uki for combat's sake?
Yeah, sure. She's basically a fighter, right? Range
She's,
fighter?
Yeah,
Shoot.
Sharpshooter.
Cool.
Can you see her character?
No.
Hang on. I don't think she'll mind. I hope not. If she does, I'll beg forgiveness. She's not terribly secretive anyway.
I won't look at the super secret parts.
Here, I'm just gonna do all players for now. There you go. It should be in your.
Oh, I see a lot of the map now.
There you go. All right.
All right. Okay. She's got the thing with the fire on the ground, right?
pitch. She
Pitch.
does have pitch.
I think she would start combat by taking up a defensive position behind Az.
All right, you should be
Kinda
able to
like-
move her token too.
Oh, cool. And then let's set up some pitch in the place that these guys are gonna be coming from. So that goes what, like a 15-foot cone?
Mhm. It sure does.
Okie doke. So we'll call that this one.
Okay, plan this out real quick. I gotta grab my pen. Hang on.
Yeah, I feel like it spread more the last time she did it.
Is it? He's not on the Roll20 sheet.
Let me get Pitch's text here.
Always pitch is an item in the world handle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Magical items, where's artifacts?
Okay. Got it.
Oh, 30 feet wide and 40 feet long. It's way bigger than I thought it was. Okay.
Yeah, so there you go. Maybe you can, spread, pitch, make an arc in front of them.
Kind of like that almost. So what's 30 feet wide? Yeah. So she could do like that.
Get as many as you can.
Alright. Why can't I just leave the line that I make with the... You get the idea. right?
You can't with the ruler.
I know. So we'll say pen, free. Oh, sorry. I'm not the art person. There. That's what it lined up with the ruler. That's what it looked like.
Hmm.
So that is fire damage, 1d10 to all targets, plus 1d6 for 5 rounds.
That looks cool.
That's a cool effect.
All right. So roll. Well, you're doing a spread, so I believe it's just a dex save on their part to avoid it. Correct?
It must be.
Yeah, to avoid a cone. There we go. So 4 of them. 1, 2. Oh boy, where'd it go? Okay. 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll damage.
All right. Looks like 6.
Okay.
And then an additional 1d6 per round for 5 rounds in following rounds, unless they remove the burning tar, I guess. But also, I guess it persists for the tar area. Persists for 5 rounds?
Yeah.
Okay. That'll do it, I think. Maybe disengage back a little bit.
Can I also get a snack, Dad?
Okay, so Now you will notice that the tar does not seem to cling to them. It does, of course, split across the ground where you head. It doesn't appear to phase them much. They kind of shy away from it, and you notice that they kind of start moving over it and around it. They start to, anyway. It's not their turn yet, but you get the idea. Still, it's a good spread. Anything else for Uki?
No, I don't think so.
She gets a second attack.
She does have a second attack.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, she'll holster pitch, and then shoulder the scoped musket, and just try to plug this guy that didn't get into the...
Okay. Roll to hit. Solid. Passes
He's the best.
through him.
Okay, and then she's a level 11 fighter.
Yeah.
So she got quite a quick load of musket because she's a proficient gun person and has the right sharpshooter feat there. So there's the third attack. Ooh, I probably just broke her gun. I'm so sorry, Uki. Forgive me.
Fail. Crit fail.
You hate to see this kind of thing happen.
That's okay. Let's see what happens. Do you want to roll or you want me to?
I feel bad enough as is.
Yeah,
Somebody else should do it.
I'll roll so you can't be faulted. 65. Okay. Costly mistake. Your target may re-roll all 1s and 2s on the next damage roll for their next successful attack.
Could have been worse.
Nothing immediately happening to Uki, at least. Alright. It is a crit fumble on a flintlock, though, so it will still jam.
Okay.
She still has pistols, though, don't worry. Alright, so, listener, that brings us to you.
Yes. Is the turn order advancing for you? Are you clicking it forward? Because it's not showing on mine.
Yeah, it's advancing for me.
Alright, here, let me refresh the page real fast.
Yeah, roll
while
20's
I contemplate my actions.
Roll 20's being a little wonky tonight. It's because it's so incredibly popular and so many people are using it.
Yes. I'm going to pull out the sword that I picked up back at Crackstone Manor.
Okay.
I gave away my last weapon, so I think this is actually all I have right now.
That's true, I think you did.
And I am going to go ahead and cast invisibility.
Okay. On yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
Where were we on the initiative?
Listener. 19.
It's also broken for me, Simon. None of the turns that have happened so far make sense.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, it is working for me.
Yes.
Yeah, but also there's a turn order mismatch because I looked at the stream. It says that listeners' initiative is 19 on the stream, and it's 7.
Yeah, it is 7 in real life.
And when I had my turn, there were 2 enemies ahead of me in the initiative order that I didn't see go at all.
Yeah, Genesis should be 14, not like 22 or whatever hers was.
I don't know. Yep. Very weird.
That is weird.
This turn order thing is so ridiculously wonky.
It is borked.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Let's just go with it. You're on there twice. Who cares? This is going to be a fun round. If you're on there twice, maybe they are too. And even if they're not, it's an advantage for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll blame the Roll20 gremlins if you beat me in this combat, because I'm trying so hard to win. So yeah.
So, anyways, yeah, that's what I do.
All right. Well, in that case,
Pat my chest, go invisible. I'm going to reposition slightly.
it is my turn. So this gentleman moves up and out. Yeah, mine looks like that too. Once I scroll down. Yeah, he will move.
It did the failure to clear thing.
Yeah, even though it was clear before this all started, because I double checked and everything. So yeah, he will move up and out of the fire.
Will he?
Yes.
He might be stopped
By
before he gets 10 feet.
What are you doing?
I might sentinel attack him
Go ahead.
when he enters the 10-foot.
That'll be here.
Yeah.
You may if you want.
Hoopla.
All right. So. Wait, does Sentinel give you an attack of opportunity for them moving into range? I thought that was just.
It does. It's fucked up.
I thought that was Polearm Mastery that did that.
It is, but I have both.
Oh, do you have both?
This is
And
the build.
The sentinel
Okay.
part is
It's the
that
build.
reduces to 0.
No,
speed.
that's perfectly fine.
The polearm master is gives me the yeah.
Yeah, no, that's perfectly fine. So let's see.
I think that is from sentinel.
It's not void damage though.
Yeah, no, it's not void because I didn't steal from void guy.
Concordia Demonda.
Oh, spooky name. Yeah, I didn't steal from him this time.
Unfortunately.
So I will edit that if you tell me what to change it to for this.
I know it's still the additional damage caused by the element that you are using.
Oh, okay.
Change void to like elemental or whatever.
Yeah, in this particular case, I get where it's coming from though. It still counts. So, in this particular instance, so that's. Whew, this is going to be interesting, Az. I hope you're ready for this.
Sure. Yeah, hopefully.
All right, so you deftly
I cut it in half.
sling out and strike the creature as it approaches. The splash of the toxic water hitting it. Granted, the toxic water doesn't do anything, just like void energy wouldn't have, because it's made of void energy. However, as you come into physical contact, an explosive reaction occurs, and a burst of void energy blasts out from where you struck the creature, a negative reaction caused by physical contact in a 10-foot radius, which would catch you. I need you to give me a dex save, please.
Awesome.
Suboptimal.
13. Ooh, this is gonna hurt. You did not make it, my friend. 31 points of damage.
Yikes.
Gee.
Alright.
And it heals for 11 from the reaction. It is, however, stationary, as per your feat. Are you okay?
I am okay. That was unexpected. They do that now?
They've always done that.
That's why these guys run from fights.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, you can't do that a second time because it was your bonus action, right?
That was a reaction.
Alright. He is going to attempt to grapple you. I think you'll be able to probably get out of that, though.
I will get out of that.
Yeah. So yeah, you see him, the second one, kind of lumber for you and try to grip you, like wrap around you with its almost uncorporeal form, and you just kind of like dock back at the last second, and it narrowly misses you. Genesis,
Yes.
what you got?
Well, I held a turn to wait to be attacked last time, so that was wasted.
Now you're holding another turn. You did see Az take a big hit.
Well, I did take some considerable time to consider my adversary. So, even though it's not really a skill, what does that give me any sort of insight into like how they would be impacted by my skill set? Because like I don't know.
Tell me what you want to do.
Well, if they were like dry husks of being, I would like try to set them on fire. Like if they're darkness beings, then the opposite of darkness is light. So like, can I like do sunshine damage or some shit? Like,
Tell me how you would achieve that.
Okay. Well,
You're a mentalist.
I'm all about vibes, right? Yeah, I'm all about empathy and like sending vibes and like manipulating them and forcing people to do what I want them to do, right? Like I would like them to wilt in the sunlight of me attempting to attack them. Like just shrink back. You know, they're very hungry and like ravenous and after us in the darkness, but like
So, to help you out a little bit, because I know we're trying to branch into some like untrodden territory we haven't been in.
Right.
So, going on the basis of the very simple way I kind of explained it in the esoteric practices, right? Your abilities allow you to expand upon awareness, to dominate the minds of others, use kinetic abilities to manipulate the physical universe with your mind, to project your consciousness elsewhere, and to actually transmute objects within the world from one state to another. So within the realm of those 5 precepts, tell me what you're doing to create a burst of sunlight. Or just light in general.
Transmute one thing into the other. Mm-hmm. Does that have to be like logical or?
Well, we're talking about psychic powers. Be creative. If it goes too far beyond the scope, I'll tell you.
I gotta Google some shit.
Okay.
Okay, so light's caused by vibrations, right?
Yeah.
You gotta wiggle them photons.
Yeah, I would very much like to create light by shaking them violently.
All right.
That's
okay.
Not logical at all.
So let's let you try it. Yeah, psychokinesis. Give me an ability roll. Basically.
Which is just intelligence, right?
Intelligence plus proficiency plus your DC, your spell DC or whatever it is. for now until we work out our system. Just like you were doing an attack, basically.
Oh, my attack modifier is 10, but my proficiency bonus is 4. My intelligence modifier is like 3. So I was trying to figure out how I got a 10 from that. But yeah, I'll roll that. Sorry.
No, go. Give it to me.
Where's my dice roller? There it is. Everything's like there's so many windows open right now. It's just not even funny.
That's all right. That's all right. We're branching into new territory. It's going to be great. Look at that. 25. Show me a point where you are focusing this.
Right here.
Right here? Okay.
Because I'm right here and they're over there. So it's like this is going on this triangle. So I'm just gonna right here.
Okay. So right here.
Yeah.
Roll d10.
Okay.
10. Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
So I'm going to say you create a bursting light within this circle. Okay? Now you know you have your psychic points, right?
Right.
So you're going to spend one every round to maintain this. But as long as you are maintaining this, none of these can get within 10 feet of that circle.
Okay.
I will let you spend an additional point to move it 5 feet. The entire circle. Next round, okay?
Okay.
So you've spent 1 point this round to create it, 1 point every round to maintain it, and an additional point if you want to move it, okay?
Okay.
Alright, so now there's a ball of radiant light just shimmering in the air as Genesis puts a hand on either side of her head, grits her teeth, and starts focusing out her ability as hard as she can. Wilhelm, what you got?
I have a point of order question before the turn happens.
Okay.
It is 11, and we are unlikely to be resolving this combat before midnight, probably.
Fair.
Do we want to have our break?
Up to you guys.
I think it would be a good idea, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. In that case, we're going to take a quick break to refill our cups, unfill our bladders, and take a breath. We encourage you to do the same. Try some Found Familiar coffee. It's fantastic. And we'll be right back. Don't touch that dial. Boom! Look at that. Back. All right. Excellent. And I'm glad Wilhelm's back because it's Wilhelm's turn.
Yes. I am gonna move
All right.
so that I am standing beside Az, and
Maybe
I
place to stand.
am gonna pull out the arquebus.
Oh. This is a rare moment. All right.
Wilhelm does not hurt living creatures.
But these ain't that.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna load it.
All right.
Leave is my action. I don't think I can shoot this turn.
No, not if it was unloaded. But that's accurate. So, well done.
Yes.
All right. Belethir. These double ups are helping you guys now. What you got? Belethir.
Well, I have no. Oh wait, am I muted? No.
No, you're good.
Okay. I've got no offensive spell, so I guess I'm using a crossbow.
All right.
I'll try to the let's see. Can I mark? This guy here
Okay.
by the little tiny blue square. That's who I'm aiming at.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a shot at him and then a bonus action shot at him.
All right.
As soon as I can find what happened to my character sheet. There it is. Alrighty. Do. Nice.
Solid.
Solid.
Very nice.
Hey.
Yeah. And then my bonus action attack. Even better.
Nice.
Pop.
Same guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thunk.
So both hit. They actually kind of tear through. It's almost like you're hitting tar. But yeah, you do hit with both attacks.
Sweet.
And that brings us back to Wilhelm again.
Bonus, Will.
Bonus round.
In that case, I am gonna fire.
All right. Which one you shooting at? The one right in front of you?
Yeah, I'm gonna aim at the one right in front.
All right.
10-foot radius.
Back it up.
Roll to hit.
Let's take a step backward.
I said it already.
Was your turn?
All right.
21 hit,
Yep.
6 points of damage.
Once again, the shot rips through him. Like I said, it's like hitting tar. You just see like chunks of like void energy kind of go blasting out the backside, and it jerks and continues like reaching for you. Anything else for you, Wilhelm?
No, that's gonna be it.
All right.
Because I have to wait till next turn to load it.
Az, you're up.
I am. Shoot.
I am shoot.
This is not great.
So, keep in mind right now you're under the Pact of the Deep. which allows you to not only manifest the powers of the toxic waters of Cairn, but also to create and manipulate illusions.
Ooh, illusions.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Could I maybe make an illusionary me standing like over here instead?
Go for it.
Okay. And then I'll try to grab their attention with the illusionary me over there.
Let's just to be creative, do a deception roll.
Oh, I'm good at those.
Oh.
Oof. Oh boy.
All right. So you do raise up the.
Hey, that as over there is rendering it like 2 frames per second.
He's a little pixelated.
I'm not used to doing this. Like, this isn't my kind of magic normally.
Yeah. So, what about right here? You said.
Yeah.
Okay. So you do raise up the waterborne illusion, and it does look like you. So that's not the issue. The issue is just it wasn't enough of a distraction to pull attention away from the real you. As far as they're concerned, there is another combatant on the battlefield, and the ones further back may well go for it.
That'll work.
So that's what the deception roll was, to try and pull attention away from the real you. You're an artist. You have the ability to create. Alright, anything else for you?
Nope, that'll do it.
Alright, Saoirse. Wow us.
Alright, well, party members doing pretty well on the damage side of things, but Saoirse thinks that everyone needs some help in a different sort of way. So we're playing that.
Very nice. +4 bonus to AC.
Ooh, that's good.
That is a good. Alright. So, you suddenly all feel reinforced, confident, and determined. No longer the fear draining away from you. You know you can win this. Very good. Strings too. You playing any special instruments for it?
No, just her normal violin. I think she left a lot of the special instruments back on the ORT, with the exception of, like, you know, the celestial harmonium.
Okay. No, all good. All right. My turn.
Mine.
Oh, dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Listener, despite the fact you are invisible, he barrels right for you as if he can see you perfectly fine.
Son of a bitch. That was even real invisibility. That's not my usual stealth.
Yeah. He has void sight. He
Son
can
of a...
sense invisible creatures and see through all forms of darkness.
Don't you sometimes wish you'd been standing one tile to the north?
I know, right? However,
Hit me.
this is going to be a disadvantage because of the light that you're standing next to.
Thank you, Genesis.
And you do have +4 AC.
Yes, you do. Keep that in mind.
I will. Would you like to guess what my base is?
15? Hit.
15 meets it.
Oh no.
So close. Alright.
We take
well.
those. I take that damage.
Ouch.
Yeah. And it's reactive for... So we're gonna... 1, 2, 3, 4... 22.
Youch.
As it swipes at you and envelops you. It just like wraps itself around you, and you just start feeling the reaction occurring. Would you like to try and break out of the grapple?
Is this a this is a grappling attack.
Yeah.
What is my... Do I get to know the DC? Do I have to beat a 15 with athletics? In which case, I'm not going to even bother trying.
Yeah. Could you not beat a 15?
I'm going to put it like this. It would be a challenge.
Okay.
It would be a challenge. Do I get it for free? Does it just consume my reaction?
Yeah, I'll let you. You have another turn coming up in just a second, too, so...
Yeah, no, I'll try. Yep. Hey!
Look at that. Meet or beat. So the reaction actually pushes you back enough that you break out of this tendril of grasp that's come around you. But not before, unfortunately, the damage is done.
52 of them.
22 damage.
The first one says damage 30, my friend.
Oh, it did automatically roll damage, didn't it? Yeah, ignore the second one. Ignore the second one. Sorry, I didn't realize it automatically rolled damage.
I thought you hit me with an attack and then exploded for a grand total of nearly my life.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. No, 30.
Alright, that's fair.
Okay.
I survived that one much more handily.
Saoirse, you're back up.
Yeah, she's just going to continue to play.
Alright. Listener.
Alright, so the first thing I do is back into the light.
Okay. Fair move.
That seems like a fun thing to do.
Yeah. Are you actively disengaging?
I feel like I'm going to have to.
Okay.
Taking another hit of this manner is not... Well, it's disadvantaged.
This is true.
God.
What else would Listener do this turn, though?
I was going to deploy some new technology.
Ooh.
Ah, that's so tempting. But that's so much damage.
Well, keep in mind, too, us kind of breaching into the new territory for the professions applies to you, too.
That's what I'm saying I'm going to do.
Oh, okay, good.
But, you know, it would feel disingenuous to use my action to disengage and then also do something new and fancy. That's why I'm considering.
Your call.
Would you let me? I'm going to basically attempt to back into this light and do a spiritualist thing.
Yeah. Are you not disengaging, though?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking you. Would you allow me to do that and disengage, or would you require me to not disengage to take the movement and then do a fancy thing?
Let me see here. Let's do this. I wouldn't have hit you anyway.
Perfect. Perfect. I back into the light.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try a spiritualist thing.
Alright. I'm dying to hear it. Let's see what you got.
These creatures seem to have been hunting here for some time.
Mm-hmm.
I assume this is what killed all of the laborers in the first place. Would make sense.
Fair.
I would like to manipulate the spirits of the laborers to flash up in front of these Blightborn, visible to them, distracting them, giving them another target immediately in their face to strike at.
Okay. So as a distraction.
Yes, a combination distraction, illusion, one that is both achieved by manipulating actual spirits that are actual here, and hopefully will be especially tempting to these because it will have been literally a target they have killed and consumed before.
Okay. Keep in mind these are residual spirits. If you have the list. So yeah, let's do an ability roll.
Let's do an ability roll. 1 second.
I can already feel the edges of these changes and how fun they're going to be. I'm getting excited.
There you are.
21. So yes, shimmering forms begin to take shape all around you. You can actively see them. Dwarves in laborers' clothes carrying tools and implementations of construction, hammers and pickaxes. They all raise up in unison from the floor as if they had been laying there all along, shimmering and translucent, and turn towards the Blightborn. And then, with silent battle cries, charge forward, tools and implements held high, and begin to, although do no damage, attack them.
Yes.
Very good.
Take your revenge, dwarven spirits.
Now this feels like a spiritualist. I like it.
Wonderful.
All right.
Hopefully now they have disadvantage on attacks, or they're distracted, or what have you.
All right. So yes, let's play into that. Let me see if he can. Probably not. This is their worst stat. First off, I'm going to see if he can move past the spirits that are assaulting him. No. No. So
Nice.
yeah, this one begins to just swipe at these specters, obviously not doing anything to them. I forget, do you have spiritualist points? Do we give you points?
We never developed a class resource for spiritualists. But my resources are essentially, I can only work with existing spirits, and if I'm doing things against them, I often have to make things like will checks.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll do
saves
that.
versus their stuff, things
We'll,
like that.
we'll do a will save to maintain your kind of hold over what you're doing every round.
Sure.
For now, until we work all the details out. So this one's kind of the same thing. Let's see if he can. No. So
that's not good enough.
So he is. This one also is just swiping at specters. As.
I'll look down at my hand. I'm kind of not holding my water glaive.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder, is my illusion holding, or, well, not holding, but holding also a water glaive? Would I be able to do, is it like mimicking my action? Or
No.
would I be able to, like, attack through the illusion?
It probably wouldn't be as potent, I'd imagine. We'll see.
You can give it the real water glaive.
I don't know if I can.
You know
'Cause-
what? I would say you could, but it would be one or the other. Either it attacks or you do.
Oh, well, neat. All right. The real glaive just kind of materializes out in the illusion's hand,
Okay.
and it'll take my 2 attacks at this guy out here.
All right.
Oops. Sorry.
You're good. You're good. Roll to hit.
That one. Where'd it go? There to go.
All right. That is
1,
definitely a hit.
2, and then it'll do the bonus back end of the stick.
Well, damn.
Jeez.
That one up
That's how we
there.
do the things.
I love how you name that bonus damage Shaw damage.
This is how we do it now.
So, the illusion swipes downward, raking across. You see a gash open up in the tarry form. It comes back around, stabs into the thing, bursts out a chunk of the tar, and then whips it around and cracks down on top of it with the butt end. And as it does, the creature detonates in a blast of void energy, taking out the illusion, but leaving no creature standing where it once was. That's one down.
Woo. Blade
Nice.
kind of rematerializes in my hand as
Excellent.
the illusion disappears.
Excellent. I like it. I like how this is playing out. Very happy. All right, Genesis. Are you maintaining your light circle?
Please.
I'll do it this turn, but
Would you like to alter it?
well, if I move it,
Well, here's the thing. You are spending a point every round to maintain it, no matter what.
mhm.
I will let you spend an additional point to change its size or shape, or an additional point to move it. If you want.
Is it covering everything right now?
Well, you can see the circle.
Yeah, the lights where it's at is what it's covering. There's only like one thing right here that's not in the circle.
Well, no, this is the circle here.
The drawn circle. The light circle was actually on the map already.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The drawn one, like right here.
Yeah. It's
Okay. This is just kind of ambient something.
oh, is dynamic lighting on?
There is a dynamic light attached to something here, looks
And
like.
see, the thing is, I
Oh.
can't move that to the right to be able to see it better. So, like,
Well,
maybe
here,
if I zoom in.
if that's on.
Okay, that's better. Yeah, I can tell where I'm at. So it's right. Yeah, it's covering me and Uki and Az and Wilhelm. People can choose to move in it. Like, I feel like my character could prolong this longer if I leave it where it is and just continue to maintain it. Then rather than moving it, spending points to get it further from Saoirse in order to get the one that's right here, or moving it away from this one in order to cover here. So like,
No, you're good. I mean, you're already like manifesting tremendous power right now. If you think about it, you're literally charging the air with enough vibration to create light.
so we'll keep this where it is. I don't have bonus actions really to speak of, right?
No, and with something like this, that makes sense. Like it's focus or not,
Yeah, and just action and be done with it from what I read of the system, which makes sense, Like,
Okay.
so I'm just gonna sit here and do this. For now, I'm not gonna maintain this the entire combat. I don't think, but
It's serving its purpose. You may not have to.
for now, it's right.
All right.
That's it for me.
All right. Uki.
Uki's not here.
No,
You mean
Az is
Az is
running.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Az is running.
Ginkgo.
All right. So
yeah.
I think we skipped Uki last round, so she cleared the.
No, she shot pitch, and
Right, she shot pit. Oh,
I
is
think
this-
she's only on there once because she didn't actually roll. I think she was just showing up
Yes.
from the ghost image.
Got
So
it.
everybody
So-
else got to go twice. Uki only got to go once.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's the price
I
she pays
don't
for
know.
not being here.
I apologize for jamming her rifle, so I will spend this round unjamming her rifle
Okay.
and move her a little closer into the safety. I assume unjamming the rifle is the full action, right?
Yeah, for a jam.
For a jam, and then yeah, she would have to make an attached bonus action pistol. So that'll do it.
All right. Listener, you're up.
We're back around? Alright, I think I'll have to make some form of will save
Yeah.
to maintain the spiritual forces.
Yeah, to keep the spirits in their focused present state enough to keep attacking.
Yes, I will attempt to do so. I stand in the light and channel my energies.
Alright.
It's a 15.
Solid. They will continue this round.
Very nice.
Alright. So, the one that got stuck last time, let's see. Close. He continues to swipe at the specters, but at the same time, he's starting to kind of look up and take notice of you guys again. And the one right next to Az.
Yes.
Low numbers.
Very
There we
low.
go.
I was actually going to let him attack at disadvantage anyway because he's right next to you, but with that, yeah, he's just overwhelmed with the spectral anomaly around him. So you're lucky this round. Genesis, maintain or change?
Maintain, but I'm gonna add a little bit of flavor here.
Okay.
I would like to have my character put her hands in her pockets.
Okay.
Kind of glance over at Sunshine, and then look at the adversaries. I'm just kind of chill here.
Okay.
Flex. In turn. Done.
Nice. Alright, Wilhelm, you're up.
I'm gonna stay there and load the gun again.
Okay. Belethir?
Yeah. I'm gonna carry on using the crossbow thing against the same target that still looks like it's in the same spot.
Yep, has not moved.
Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do. And once again, my character sheet has disappeared. God,
Reminds me.
that's not annoying at all.
Those two actually took damage from the fire too. Yeah.
Nice.
Alright, that's a hit.
Yeah. And the bonus attack is an 18.
That's also a hit.
Nice. So that's another 6. So 13 total.
Okay. Solid hits. That one seems very deteriorated. Alright. Anything else for you?
I may move him. Oh, god damn it. I may move him just towards the light. Just
Sure.
a little bit.
No harm.
It's nice over here.
Mm-hmm.
That reminds me. Actually, this one is in the light and would not be. So based on his roll, he's going to move as take an attack of opportunity as he scrambles to get out of the direct light.
I don't know if I want to.
Your call. You don't have to.
Explosions.
Explosions.
It's your
I
call.
can't resist.
20. And Sentinel too. Right. 18. Okay. You actually hack off a chunk of it. A sizable chunk. And it kind of stumbles and staggers and stops, locked in place by your strike, but is still standing. Okay. So sorry, I didn't want to skip that.
That's okay. Thank you.
Wilhelm, you're up.
I'm gonna fire the gun.
All right, roll the hit. That is a hit. At that one. The one right
Yeah.
in front of you?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, you blow a hole through it. It is still standing.
Alrighty, that's going to be it for this turn.
Alright. As you are up.
Okay. I guess I'll try to hit this one.
Go for it.
He's far enough away from the doctor to not get too injured, I hope. I'm sorry, doctor. Hot. Ka-chow.
Alright. So you sling out with the water glaive, and it just cleaves right through it cleanly. And as it does, of course, it detonates. Let's see here. That is close to the doctor. We'll skip him. We'll say it narrowly avoids, singes his clothes slightly. As you do need to make a dex save, though.
Alright. Does that count as a spell cast by a creature within feet of me?
No, it's a reaction.
Oh,
What
good
about
roll.
21?
21. Alright, so you'll take half damage. Round down. As it detonates. Boom. Is that 12? 12 damage?
What kind?
Void.
Okay. Ouch.
Alright. Saoirse. You are up.
Continue to play.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, he continues to flail at the specters.
Yes, the dwarves are getting in there.
Yes. That revenge. Saoirse, continuing?
Yep.
Okay. Listener, you're up.
I make a save. I'm going to take a couple more steps as well. I'm just going to get deep in the light. It's very comfortable here.
Fair enough.
Wisdom save.
You are holding your focus. Very good. Alright. Anything else for you?
Yeah, that's all I got, man.
Alright. Here we go.
Oh no!
We finally had one break out.
Haste.
God. Yeah, these guys are hungry. He doesn't want to get close to that light. He will move. He will dash. Okay. That's his move. As back around
Yes. Again?
you. Yeah, except the turn thing's messed up. We're just going with it.
Alright.
You're down to the last three.
I don't know.
Consider taking less damage.
Yes. Considering. Step back toward the light. And pull up another illusionary me over here.
Alright. Right behind him. Okay. Alright. Anything else?
Nope, that'll do it.
Genesis, you are up.
You know, it occurs to one that we have a party member that's just chilling on the edge of darkness.
Vibing, if you will.
Vibing, if you will. Hello? Why are you way over there?
It's fine.
Oh my god.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
Okay. Okay. I use a free action to inquire as to why Sirisha's out on the outer edge of the dark abyss while this thing is lunging and dashing over to get to her. Unless that dude's just dead. Like,
Honestly, I, as a player, didn't even realize.
so as far as I know, this guy just dashed to get over to where he is right here.
Yes, he did.
This dude is being bombarded by the spirits, and this one is in the light or not?
He's right at the edge.
Right at the edge of it and just chilling.
But he's swatting at spirits too.
Okay. This is the only one that's not because it made the save.
Yes. And yes.
And it's coming this way.
He's making a charge for Sirsha, yeah.
Can I Question. Can I retroactively say that Sirsha would have stepped into the light because I've only been halfway paying attention, if I'm being perfectly honest, because I didn't know that this aura was a result of Genesis's light, and I'm really, really checked out of combat right now because all I say is I keep playing. So
yeah. Well, we need to start using the musician changes too with that. But yeah, I'll let you move 5 feet closer.
Yeah, just so she's in, because and honestly, we probably need to talk about that too, because even with the musician, to really nail down how the effects of the songs are going to work, because otherwise it's still going to be I keep playing.
No,
you know what I mean?
We've already talked about breaking away from that.
How do you think I feel with this light aura? I'm literally sitting here, I'm not doing anything at all.
Well, you can...
but it's supportive. You know?
That is 90% of my...
Yeah, you can bend it, change it, shape it.
And earn points to do so. When I don't know when we'll get a long rest and we're down here in the middle of...
Never.
Stone Quarry,
You will never get her long rest again.
Cue the evil laughter. Let's go. I don't know. I'm trying. I keep the light where it is now that we're kind of all centered on it. Basically, if I move it forward, it won't cover us, and the lunge will occur. If I move it back, it won't cover Wilhelm. So
here's the thing with the changes, right? Especially with you being a mentalist, is within the scope of your points, the scope of your abilities, you can do just about anything. If you want to reach out with a secondary effect, you can. It's going to cost you points and will be more difficult, but you can. But you're going to be spending points is the thing.
Yeah, and we're on double time, so I have to keep that in mind as well.
So yeah, I mean it's a serious fight. These things could mess you guys up.
I'm just gonna keep it up. I don't think blasting it right now is a good idea.
Okay, that's fair.
Midnight has rolled around. Do we want to shelve it for the next time?
As always, it's up to you guys.
Yeah, that'll give me a chance to consider what I should do next, because
Okay. No, that's fine. We are going through a flux of how things work. And
yes.
I think tonight was a good...
We got some testing.
Yeah, it was a good directional development with that. We've got the gorgeous new overlay, which has been really nice. The animated avatars that light up when you guys talk, which is really nice.
Yeah.
And we're starting to breach into the new direction, which, like I said, it makes me very happy. I'm very excited to see these professions and power sets actually expand and become a creative outlet. I've always liked the idea, and seeing it beginning to be implemented, I like it even more. I like putting the control of what you use your powers for in the hands of the players and letting you guys be creative. It's taken this from a near hopeless fight into you guys
Merely deadly.
Yeah, you guys are finding your edge. So no, I like it. I like it. I mean, this should be a dangerous fight. It should be terrifying, but and as Az found out, it still is. But yeah, we can come back to it and pick back up from here. I'm okay with that. So yeah, in that case, Master Miss with the angry typing.
Every time. My microphone is not that far. It's okay.
It's okay. I'm just messing with you. Believe me, I get accused of it all the time.
The number of times I'm like sitting here.
It's all good. So, ladies and gentlemen at home, now, past or present or future, we will be back. 2 weeks with World of Cairn. Next week with a return to Sigil Confidential, which last week was... I enjoyed last week as a DM. I had a lot of fun presenting that story. It's opening up from there. It should go some interesting places. Don't want to miss it.
Yeah, last week was good. Really don't miss Sigil.
Yeah, had a good time. Wednesday, we are back to Tomb of Annihilation. We're wrapping that up soon and preparing for our next endeavor, which won't be far beyond it. I think Wild Beyond the Witchlight is also beginning to wrap up. So the tail ends of these adventures are always fun. I believe that's it for this week. So, yeah. As always, reach out to us on Discord if you want to talk, if you want to discuss World of Cairn and as the original setting and game. We love talking about our nonsense, so feel free to hit us up. And beyond that, we will see you guys very, very, very soon.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.